everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build video. I'm finally back with another speed build video. How are you guys doing? Today we will be working on a family house that I built in Copperdale, the new town from the new high school years pack. This is my first ever build in this world. I honestly have not discovered too much about this world yet. Like, I was busy working on this build. I was also busy working on the family that you see on screen right now. These are the rubies. I spent my first look in the pack when it first came out just working on them in the cast because I was so happy with the clothes and stuff. And then one thing led to another, and it's been like a whole week and I haven't done anything with the pack other than build this house and make that family. But anyways, today's house is built on the lower right side of the map in Copperdale, on that 20 by 20 lot that is empty. So that's the one that this family could afford, so I just moved them in. But then in the end I decided to also cheat their money so that we can actually get them a really good house, and I built it for them like that, like this. It is I don't know what style this house is, but it's kind of more traditional. I imagine that they bought this house and they kind of gutted it and renovated it and converted it into whatever they want, into whatever fits their household. So this house will have 3 levels, 3 stories. It will have a three bedrooms, kind of like 2.5 bedrooms if you really think about it, because there will be like oh my goodness, the train is very loud today too. It will be like 2.5 bedrooms too. I'm not sure, it's like 3 because you'll see what I mean, but basically I have the children's bedrooms connected with a ladder. So we have 3 children here, 2 teens and 1 child. So one of the teens will get the bedroom on the 3rd floor, but it's only connected to the rest of the house via the door on the 2nd floor. They get to the their bedroom via a ladder in that 2nd floor kids bedroom, and then you'll see what I mean later. But basically that's why I say it's a 2.5 bedroom situation. I built this, like about half of this house I built it on stream, so if you guys were watching, thank you so much for joining me on the ride building this house. The exterior of this house actually came together really easily. For some reason, I had no idea what I was going to build, and then I just kind of started with the rectangular box, and then here we are finally with like a a symmetrical, kind of stately, I don't know what style this home is. I don't know my I don't know the styles of these houses, but I think you guys might know better. Like, I think you can probably find houses like this in the world pretty easily, probably in the US. I just thought it was a really nice like home, and I thought they would really like it. It's a really small lot though. I would have liked to build them a bigger if you hear noises, it's my parents living life outside my door, just so you guys know. But this is this is a really small lot, so I did not manage to, and I wish I had enough space to give them a good backyard, because this house screams like, I don't know, I just wanted them to have like more outdoor living space, but alas, we can only have a back porch and a front porch. But I think for my gameplay purposes, because I do intend on playing with this family and exploring the gameplay aspects of this pack excuse me, soon, in the following week, if you're watching this on time, like within the 2 days that this goes up. But yeah, I just thought it would be good enough for gameplay purposes. And also that's pretty much why I didn't clutter this house to high heavens. I did clutter it a lot, but I tried to make sure that everything is accessible. So usually I would do things that might not be like super accessible, like super functional in my builds, because I like things to look good and realistic instead of having them be super functional. Though honestly, most of the time I do make sure that they are like functional enough. But you know what I mean. I just made sure that function is a main thing when I was building this house. It turned out really good. I really like how this house turned out. My chat was telling me that they really liked how cozy the first floor looked, because I did work on the first floor on the interiors on stream, and they really liked how cozy and like family home it felt, and I agreed, and I really thought that I did quite a good job on the first floor. The style of this house is more I don't know, like on the first floor it looked as if they preserved a lot of the original styles. Maybe they upgraded it, but they preserved a lot of the original traditional style of the house. And then moving upwards to the second floor, it becomes a little bit more modern. And then on the third floor, well, the third floor is just private space. So I imagine that when the family bought this house and renovated it, they wanted the first floor to reflect the heritage of this home, because I imagine it's like a historical house that they bought and converted. And then on the second floor, they wanted it to be more comfortable, lived in, and they wanted to kind of not be too serious on that historical side of things. So there's a little bit of a mix up. There's more personality in that way, I think, too. And in their own bedrooms, it all looks really different and customized to their personalities and stuff. So I assume that the parents did allow their children to have a say when they were doing the renovation, so the children were able to pick out all of their favorite things, their favorite furniture items, paint color, and all that. They got to have a say. I imagine that this family moved in because of the education that they will be getting in this home, because the parents was like, okay, our children are getting into high school now. We want them to go to a high school that is reputable and good, and Copperdale seems like the best place to be. So that's pretty much the backstory. They just moved into the neighborhood. Their children, their twins who are teenagers now will be going to school in Copperdale. Copperdale High School is that it? I'm not sure actually, because I haven't played. And then they have a little child as well, a little girl, who's going to start grade school here as well. So that's the backstory, and also the rationale behind how I designed the place. Over here, you do see me try to place down like a rainbow rug, because this family is amazing. This family has two fathers, and the twins is a girl and boy twin pair. I don't know how to say it. I only know that in Chinese we call it Long Feng Tai, and in English I think it's just fraternal twins. Well, basically one boy and one girl, okay, twins. And should I give you more? Yeah. And the twins, the girls, well, the female, she's non-binary. Well, they are non-binary. Oh my goodness, I'm still struggling. They're non-binary. Their name is Elliot, and their brother's name is, oh my goodness, I keep saying her. No, their brother's name is was it Estefano? Yeah, it was Estefano. So those are the twins that are teenagers. And then we have our two daddies. Our two daddies' names are Ezra and Emerald. And then our little girl's name is Estefania. The names were all chosen by my chat, and it was super fun to name them with a poll, and everyone got to say for their names. It was really, really fun. And yeah, they're gonna start their lives in this town like that. And therefore I wanted a rainbow rug, because we have a gay couple as parents, and in the game we realized that in the cast you can't say that the children are both parents. Like, I would imagine that if you have children if a gay couple has children, you'll be able to like just state that they are children of both parents, but the cast don't allow that. So according to my cast at the moment, all three children are Ezra's children, but in my heart, and we don't care what it says in the game, there are just children that are both Ezra's and Emerald's, I guess. Well, I guess genetically, if they got them birthed, if they got someone to give birth to their children, you know, like this, is it a surrogacy program? If that's the case, then I would imagine that the twins came from Ezra, and then the little girl came from Emerald. I keep forgetting their names. They all have E names. It's really cute. So I'm not really talking about the build that much. I hope it's okay, because I don't know, it's like, you know, builds are really self-explanatory. I'm just doing things. The rationale behind this, I feel like I've already spoken through it, so don't mind me if I spot anything that is worth talking about. I'll let you guys know. But I think that the family is really interesting, so I really want to talk more about them, especially because I'm so excited. We're finally going to get into gameplay I mean tomorrow for me, because I'm recording this on Sunday, the day that this video is going live. I'm cutting really close to uploading time preparing this video. I haven't even taken the screenshots yet, so I'm going to be really stressed later, but it's been a tough couple of weeks as usual. So but if this video goes up in time, just know that I tried my best for y'all. But yeah, so oh yeah, I also decided to use lots of no CC painting in this build. The creators' names on the gallery will be stated on screen, so if you are interested in any of the if you're interested in any of the paintings that I used, you can definitely look them up in the gallery as well. And yeah, this kitchen is really big. I was actually thinking that I would probably place the dining table / room situation in this room as well, on the first floor. But then I decided that, you know what, it's actually not too bad to have a big kitchen, and as it turns out, it didn't end up looking really big. And I really like this stone facade that I included. Oh, this fridge! Yes, I learned from watching Simlissy, that you can actually size fridges up a little bit with the tool mod and it will still work, like it's still functional. So I included a little clip right there to show you that a sized up fridge, I sized it up by 1.1, so like a 0.1 in the scale. Like if you go into tool, click scale, just put in 1.1, you'll get a fridge that's slightly bigger, and it fits better into that into that space that you would, you know, create for a fridge to fit in. You know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean. That was so hard to explain. And it still works. I'm so excited that this is the thing that I found via watching Simlissy. I haven't actually watched videos like Sims videos on YouTube for a really long time, and then I was recently saying that I should probably get back into it because I need inspiration. I really love watching Sims videos, but I just have been so busy working on my own things on the internet, like working on my streams, working on the videos that I do post, that I don't really have a lot of time to watch things. And usually when I do want to like chill and not think about work, I don't. I would watch Sims streams or like Sims videos and streams when I want to chill. But the thing is, I haven't actually chilled in a really long time. Every time I'm like, I'm having lunch or dinner, I'll be reading like some books about some self-help / personal growth books, or listening to podcasts and stuff. So I haven't really been dedicating time to leisurely things like watching Sims videos that I used to love to do so much, and I still love to do. I just haven't really had the time. So basically, all that to say that I have started watching again and I learned new things, so there's value in it. I should tell myself that more often. So yes, this kitchen could have been a lot more cluttered, as is my style, but because I really wanted to make sure that it is functional to the max, I did not clutter it too much. I just made sure that there are like a little bit of clutter here and there to make sure that it looks like a home, it looks like people have been living here for a while, And oh yes, I do at some point add in a pet bowl as well. Oh, I really love what I did with this like magnet feeling fridge facade situation. You'll see what I did. This is definitely not doable. Wait, is it doable without a 2 mod? I think it is. You just have to remove the wall, but I'm too lazy to remove the wall, and so I usually like to just rely on the 2 mod to finesse everything into position like that. And I really liked how it makes the fridge look more homey with that magnet, with the magnet on the fridge with a note, like a little black magnetized chalkboard there, where I guess you can write down little notes, little lovely notes, or even like a grocery list or something for the week and stuff. Oh my goodness, these little things just makes a house so much more homey. I love it. But yes, oh, I love those new curtains that we got with the new pack, by the way. It's so lovely. I struggled a lot with trying to use, I was halfway through talking about this. Okay, I'm all over the place as usual, but we are going to add a pet. I haven't decided if I want it to be a dog or a cat yet, but we are going to add a pet into this household because I just want it. Okay, so I'm going to play in this house and with this household, and I have pets and I have laundry and I have so many people to control, so I'm not sure how I'm going to function, or like, am I going to lose my mind on stream while I play this? I have no idea, but we're going to have to see how it goes. I just really wanted the story to be complete. And yes, so as I was saying, what was I saying before the curtain thing? I don't remember. Okay, if I remember again, I'll let you guys know. Oh my goodness, I was like moving on from topic to topic and I don't remember what else I was talking about. Oh my goodness, do I remember it? Do I still remember it? No, I don't remember it. Anyways, we're moving on to the dining room. This house has like 2 living room situations. This is the first one. I believe in some countries you call this a sitting room. It's like where I think it makes sense. Like it's right next to the door, like the entryway. And then if you have guests or if you have friends or if you have someone over just to hang out for a couple of hours, just to, like chat for a little bit, or someone just comes by to visit you, you can just sit by the door closer to, and you don't have to intrude too much into the rest of the house to be able to communicate with the family. Like if you're here for business, for example, because we did make Emerald, the daddy, a businessman, so perhaps it's a really good space for him to entertain clients, for example, or like employees. If they really have to come in to do stuff, they can do it right there quickly. Or it's just like a nice family place, like post meal they just go there and hang out and talk and stuff. So yeah, the first one has no TV. There's also a lot of bookcases everywhere, right? There's one in the kitchen which I imagine will have a lot of homemaking books and recipe books. And then there's one here. I imagine both parents love reading, so they have acquired a collection, or they have amassed a collection of a lot of books throughout the years, and therefore there's a lot of bookshelves around this house, and I really love that vibe. And also bookshelves just makes any home, any space looks so much warmer. I do add in a yoga mat in the middle where the fireplace is, because there's nothing else to put there. I was imagining that if it's Christmas time or like Winterfest, I can put in a Christmas tree there and just take out that yoga mat for a little bit. So there's like a little good space to be able to change it up according to your gameplay, And this is the second floor family room area where there is a TV. I decided to use this couch. I keep trying to use furniture items from... Oh yes, that was what I was trying to say. I keep trying to use furniture items from the high school years pack, and because they were so amazing, I can't believe it took me this long. But then, because I really wanted this house to work in the way that, I don't know, I envisioned for this household, I couldn't just throw in every single item based off the new pack. So I had to use it in little doses to make sure that it just looks good overall, instead of me just trying to shove as many high school years items into this build as possible. I do try, like this little working space area. This is, I imagine, like a open shared computer. Not really, it's more of a computer for Emerald when he does business. He has his little corner here on the second floor. It is open, but I feel like this family has a really nice relationship with everybody, so it's actually okay for him to just sit in that corner when everyone's at school, and when Ezra's just like puttering around the house doing whatever he needs to do. He'll just have his he'll just do whatever he needs to do there. Like people pay the bills there, they just do some business there, you know. That's Emerald's space pretty much. And I really like how that turned out. You do notice that I didn't record myself cluttering the family room a lot. I think it's called a family room, right? Because I forgot. Okay, I think I paused it for a little bit for some reason, and then I forgot to record it, and I was like, oh my goodness, why? But that's what happened. So it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It looks good anyways. You can see Screenies later as well. I decided to add a chess table here because I was like, you know what? We need more activities in this space. So that's what I did. And I decided that it is a really good spot to add this customized door for the children's home. Children's bedroom, because that's the only place I can really use it, right? So yeah, I did that. I don't know, I've never really decorated my own door in my childhood. I feel like I could now if I really wanted to in my own room, but I never did. But you know, like, I think it doesn't occur to me naturally, but it's fun to have, so I added it in. It was just more of a afterthought, like, oh yes, we have that door thing, you know. So yeah. Anyways, this is the hall bath on the second floor. I imagine that because 3 kids share one bathroom in the children's bedroom, right? I was thinking that maybe this hall bath is also utilized by someone, or like, where, you know, because how can you just share one bathroom with 3 kids? What if like 2 of them need to use the bathroom at the same time? Thankfully, there's 2 bathrooms. I'm not sure if you guys caught it. There's 2 bathrooms with shower in one of them, and another one is just a powder room on the first floor. So I don't think this family will have a shortage of bathrooms in this house. But moving on, this is the most exciting part of the whole build, in my opinion. Like, this is the children's room. This is where I could really go all out and use as many of the high school years pack as I could, with the new beds and the new tables, the new wallpaper, the new clutter items, the new mirrors, the new lights. Oh my goodness. So this is where the girls sleep. Well, so Elliot and Estefania, they sleep here. You can obviously tell who is who, okay? So this is the Elliot side of the room. Elliot has a dress. Well, Elliot is dressed in a color scheme of light blues and white. So I just imagine that I don't know, I'm just trying, we haven't really developed their personality that much yet. But I just tried to inject some personality as I imagine it so far into this build, but it's mainly very colorful and very rainbow-like, and I really like that. I love that rug that has that gradient rainbow fluffiness. Oh my goodness, it just ties this room together because there's so many colors in this in this room. So this is Elliot's side of the bed, side of the room. I added this mirror. I actually forgot that we had that mirror. I wanted it to be green, and then because the green was clashing with the blue couch, the blue animal couch, I used the freezer bunny one instead. And then there's a lot of like little tiny bits of clutter all around. I tried to make it so that both children have their own little space in their rooms, but it's not really like a demarcated space because I imagine that they don't really mind sharing their rooms very much. They have a really good relationship, and the parents has raised all 3 kids to coexist together and love each other, and you know, just not be too selfish about their space and their stuff and things like that. So I also do imagine that Elliot is a streamer, and I want Estefano to be a that style influencer thing, Simfluencer. What was that new career? I'm not sure, but I want Estefano to be that. So I'm I decorated their house. I mean, like their house. I decorated their rooms accordingly. So I decided that that middle portion of the room is a really nice background for streaming. So in order to make sure that I can facilitate that, I just made it so that Elliot got the middle of the room, but in exchange, I think, I don't know, I made it so that they kind of have like an L shape portion of the room for each child, so they don't feel too over or under prioritized by their parents, or like by the way the room is arranged, you know. And this bathroom was very hard for me to do. I cut out so much because it's an awkward spot for a bathroom. Like the door is placed on the wrong side, so a lot of things couldn't make sense. I really wanted like a bath and shower combo in that bathroom, but it didn't work out. But I think it is functional now, so that's like one of my least favorite bathrooms in the whole house, but it's okay, it's functional. We won't see the walls when we have it down for gameplay, so it's fine. This room, I love it so much. I initially wanted the this wallpaper to be just an accent wall, and then I decided, you know what, no, we're going to go all out. This is going to be Estefano's room, and obviously you can see a little bit of a color scheme here, which is red, I mean like orange and blues mostly, and some pinks. It's just rainbow, like very bright, very very personalized. I love it. I imagine that Elliot and Estefania, they like to climb up here to hang out all together in this rooftop space, because this is like the one room that is the furthest away from the rest of the house. So you know, when you want to hide from your parents, because you're still kids, right? So you will still want to hide from your parents at some point and have some privacy. This is where they all come over. They all come to just hang. But this is also like kind of this is also decorated to Estefano's preferences, and I imagine that Estefano is like a influencer. He has that mirror there where he takes all of his fashion selfies, and oh my god, I love that idea. And then I just deliberately placed his lime green clothes rack right behind, so that, you know, you have that amazing background for your selfies. Oh my god, this is me, a content creator, thinking about things like that. Okay. But yes, I just decorated it, and then we were done. I just placed a yoga mat here as well, because I imagine that Estefano would also enjoy some high maintenance, well, like wholesome spiritual activities like meditation and yoga, although there's no meditation stool anyway. Moving on, this is on the third floor on the other side, accessible via the staircase beside the chess table on the second floor. I decided to go for a very, very different vibe here. It is, if you look at this room alone, you wouldn't imagine that this room is found in a house like this. Like if you look on the outside and then you look on the inside, it's just different. And this nook is a very introverted thing. Like only introverts will understand. I just shoved, it was a very awkward space. It wouldn't happen in real life, okay? Like in real life, that space wouldn't exist. But because we have that space there, I decided to not waste it, and then I just shoved the coziest looking armchair I could find into that space. I made it really dark, and that will be like a little reading corner for one of the daddies to hide away and just have their alone time reading a book. There's also a light up there to facilitate that reading. I do add in that armchair, the massage chair situation on the side of the room. I don't think it's functional. I tried to make the parents give each other massages, but it just didn't work out. So it might not be functional because it's too close to the wall. So if you want to make it functional, you have to move it out a little bit, but I just really wanted to put it there so that it looks like a massage chair, because I imagine that they're really well to do and they can afford luxuries like a electronic massage chair and stuff, although it is not an electronic massage chair. So that's the rationale. This is the bathroom, and we're almost done with. I decided to add a rainbow above the bed as well. But yes, we are almost done with the build. I just moved on to decorate the two porches. You'll see what I put down. It's quite self-explanatory, but without further ado, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're free, please do join me on stream. I will be playing this on stream, and I will be very excited to have you join me as well. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Till you came into my life, sometimes I see it all so clear. You are the reason I'm here. I was in the dark, but you were the light, guiding me through this night. Guide me through this night. I keep my head up towards the sky and look for you like a satellite. When things go wrong and I'm out of touch, you always find a way to send me love, and losing you just wouldn't do. 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 Lying on our backs in the grass, underneath the midnight sky, you looked at me and asked, is this love and will it last? I couldn't help but laugh. Thought I was the only